This is WFAA TV Channel 8, Dallas Fort Worth. It's time now for our first news for this 4:30 p.m. edition on this Tuesday, February 9th, 1982. Good evening, I'm John Criswell and Philip Watson is what's up on the first news at 4:30 p.m. In Bloomington, Minnesota, President Reagan has warned several thousand cheering Republicans in Bloomington Monday against becoming submerged with demagoguery about his new budget, saying that the budget, despite its massive deficit, represents the lowest increased spending in 14 years. Reagan began his two-day trip to the frigid, snow-covered Middle West to visit building events as an effort to promote his new federalism by virtually ignoring his subject Biden. Instead, defending his economic programs and budget, which was formally sent to Congress on Monday. Although Republicans as well as Democrats have criticized the budget since it was unveiled on Saturday. As Democrats predicted more victories in the 83 budget, and Republican economists warned against Reagan. After months of review, state highway officials will tell the city council members Wednesday that constructing elevated roads is the only practical solution to this traffic condition on the North Central Expressway. The plan of a dozen considered by the highway department calls for 2 lanes of northbound and 2 lanes of southbound roadway to be built on T-shaped pylons above the shoulders of the Central Expressway. 1 lane north and 1 south also will be built for mass transportation uses. The elevated roads will be extended from Riddle Rogers Freeway downtown to the Park Lane in North Dallas, where there's still room for the Central Expressway to be widened at grade level. State highway engineers said construction of the traffic lanes on the concrete pylons will cost about $147 million, about 1/3 of the estimated cost for the widening in the expressway. The elevated lanes could be completed within 5 to 7 years. Widening the expressway could take as long as 19 years. Mayor Jack Evans was reservations about the elevated lanes, said Monday he supports the proposal. We went with highway officials and looked at the right of way that would be needed all the way from downtown to Northwest Highway for widening. Evans said it's just not affordable. Evans said he particularly likes the idea for the transitways for buses. And this is the map of the Central Expressway proposed 4-lane double deck from Park Lane down to Northwest Highway, down from Buckbeard Lane, and then for the Woodall Bridge Freeway in downtown Dallas. Here in Tokyo, Japan Airlines DC-8 carrying 174 people on a domestic flight crashed into the shallows of Tokyo Bay just short of Haneda Airport runway Tuesday morning, and police said 21 passengers and crew members were killed. Almost 4 hours after the crash, a JAL spokesman said all but 7 of those aboard had been accounted for. Japan Broadcasting Corporation quoted rescue workers as saying 5 to 6 people were trapped in the shattered cockpit section, and the main fuselage of the cockpit broke off on impact, but the part of the section apparently remained intact, jammed into the fuselage. JAL said 146 people were rescued, 76 with serious injuries. As rescue work continued, the crews were unable to cut in torches because of the danger of igniting spilled aviation fuel. Crews were attempting to pump out fuel still left in the plane tanks. The plane JL domestic flight 350 from the city of Fukuoka in southwest Japan crashed at 8:47 a.m., which is 5:47 p.m. Dallas time Monday in clear weather. The plane was carrying 166 passengers, a crew of 8. JAL spokesman Jim Weverly said all aboard the plane were Japanese, except for 1 passenger with a Korean name. In Austin, Texas Power and Light Company is seeking a $188 million annual rate hike. It would increase revenue from the residential class by 20.1%, adding well to $12.17 a month to average homeowners bill. Company spokesman announced Monday that they would file the request Friday with the Texas Public Utility Commission. A final decision on the 3-member commission, which about 6 weeks to 6 months ago approved an $88.2 million rate hike for TP&L, which is not likely before mid-summer. Commission staff member said the company's request would increase its annual revenue 15.2%. The largest increase, 20.1%, would come from the presidential class. TP&L spokesman John Pickett of Dallas said Monday a major reason for the TP&L's request is that the companies consider the increase approved 6 minutes inadequate to be inadequate about 6 months ago. The $88.2 million increase was granted in 1991, about $110 million less than the company requested. The Texas Municipal League is expected to propose a rate request. TP&L serves a 54-county area in North and Central Texas that includes the Dallas suburbs of Garland, Irvin, Carrollton, Duncanville, Richardson, and Mesquite.
Very cautious with that as well, especially for a guard who
State Treasurer Warren G. Hardin, under a grand jury investigation involved accusations of misconduct, filed a $1 million civil rights suit Monday against Travis County District Attorney Ronnie Earl and 2 assistants were directed an inquiry. Channel 8 News reporter David Margulis has a report in our newsroom. David. Well, John and Midge, the suit filed in federal district court by Hardin's attorney Robert O. Smith contends that Earl and two assistants Bill Williams and Joe Dale Morris violated Hardin's civil rights by illegally seizing records from his office on January 26. The grand jury subpoena used to obtain the records as insufficient under state law. And such searches and seizures were required, and the court issued seizure warrant. Suit contends. The suit also accuses Earl of conducting a continuing and malicious investigation of high-ranking public official without any reasonable likelihood of further verdict. Conviction to justify and obtaining funding for his public integrity unit. None of the defendants in the suit could be reached for comment. Hardin's suit is seeking damages in excess of $1 million of such other amounts that the jury may fairly determine will deter such illegal conduct in the future. Williams has confirmed that a Travis County grand jury is looking into possible misconduct by Hardin by their refusal to deliberate. Sources said, however, that the investigation was sparked by reports that Hardin used his control over the deposit of state funds to pressure banks and doing business with his son, a bond salesman. The grand jury is also looking into reports that state employees and equipment were used to do personal work for Hardin, and sources said Hardin and son W. Glenn Hardin and about a dozen current and former Treasury Department employees have been called before the grand jury that refused to discuss the investigation. A British real estate development firm has David Margio's Chile News. A British real estate development firm has begun construction in North Dallas on a $100 million complex on high-rise office buildings, restaurants, and shops. The 13.5-acre development on Dallas North Parkway west of the Prestonwood Shopping Mall is a Project Dallas-based MEPC American Limited and is the largest commercial building development announced in the Dallas area so far this year. MEPC American, a subsidiary of London-based MEPC Limited, has named the project the Colonnade. The $1 million square foot office and retail project is the second major Dallas development began by MEPC America within the last 4 months. In early November, MEPC and Dallas Take-On Realty Corporation began work on a 90-acre office, shopping, and hotel project west of Texas Stadium in Irving. MEPC's North Dallas development will contain 3 granite glass office towers. The high-rise buildings will be connected by a 3-story barrel vaulted mall that will contain 50,000 square feet of shops, restaurants, and stores. Republican Texas Corporation has signed a lease to open a bank in the first 12-story office tower in the Colonnade. The $350,000 square foot building will open in the spring of 1983. MEPC American President Paul Schaefer said, "We think there'll be a tight office market in North Dallas when our first building opens." Schaefer said, "The market out there is better than we thought it would be. There has been many office buildings started along LBJ Freeway and Dallas North Parkway as we anticipated." MEPC's Colonnade project is one of the largest office developments planned in the booming area north of the intersection of the LBJ Freeway and Dallas North Tollway. Surveys include that about 2.6 billion square feet of the office space is being built in the section of that.
Here is Mike and Tommy.
This is MEPC project.
I heard the numbers from Abby. It's really been a mess. Do you think all this had to do with his dad coming into town?
Well,
Governor Bill Clements, after a meeting with Mexican President Jose Lopez Portillo, says Mexico and the United States will make no progress on major issues dividing them until they solve the undocumented worker problem.
But he only listens to his father when it's...
Leftist guerrillas bombed dozens of buses in the worst incursion in the capital in several months and kept up a string of national Hinoan attacks designed at undetermined elections next month. Congressional Democrats listened to President Reagan's sales pitch on his 1983 budget and leave the White House predicting more victories than the Democrats had last year. President Reagan formally tells Congress that production of the new lethal nerve gas weapons is essential to the national interest, clearing the way for an end to the nearly 13-year-old U.S. moratorium on their manufacture. Republican Senate candidate Jim Collins, who wants to challenge Democratic Senator Lloyd Benson in November in a handbook prepared for campaign workers, has planned his 1982 roadmap to a victory down in the election might of an election night victory party.
It's pretty much the story. He'll have his hands full again tonight, but then he does pretty much every night. We'll be back with the mailbag in just minutes. But right now, back to the guys in the street.
Hundreds of Dallas school administrators will learn
that means the baseball show is ready to return.
of their assignments under Superintendent Linus White's reorganization plan this week, with at least 200 officials scheduled to be told their jobs will be abolished this fall. Automatic voting machines Incorporated, which has supplied voting equipment to Dallas County for 42 years, has declared bankruptcy in Jamestown, New York, as company spokesman said. When it comes to their candidates, about namely Walter Mondale should have called the kettle Ronald Reagan black.
Marcus Smart pushing a fan.
President Reagan must control the excessive federal deficit project of his newly proposed budget to face higher interest rates and inflation. The three prominent Republicans economists said.
That's 800-299-PAIN. Official partner of the Boston.
Martha Graham, the senior star and the greatest exponent of American modern dance, has been selected as the recipient of the 1982 Alger H. Meadows Award for excellence in arts from the Meadows School of the Arts, Southern Methodist University.
33 years from sports and concerts to theater. We can finally receive and say for ourselves. Ace Taylor. Sit your ace down.
Since developers need old buildings as surely as they need financing, it is time for the developer, the preservation, and the city of Dallas to work together for the future good of all, says Trudy O'Reilly, a president of the Historic Preservation League. Case puts down here now. Vern Lundquist. Take away, Vern. Well, thank you. Thank you, John Image. Los Angeles Dodgers confirmed that they have broken up baseball's longest playing actor infield by trading second baseman Dave Lopes to the Oakland Athletics.
That excites. Shop ChooseNissan.com.
Fayetteville, Arkansas. The University of Arkansas announced Monday that it'll comply with Texas coach Abe Lemon's demand to clean that place up and it won't improve security for visitors to Barnhill Arena. Fans and the rest of the Longhorns following the Razorbacks 62-55 overtime victory Saturday night. The announcement included a punch to the stomach of Texas publicist Doug Smith was barely touched off when Razorback guard Darrell Walker slugged Texas Ray Warburg. Walker was ejected from the game, but Longhorn coach Abe Lemon said Monday that he will ask the Southwest Conference to take action against Walker on the school. The incident occurred with 18 seconds left in overtime and Arkansas leading 58-51. I'm going to ask if there are any kind of rules against that sort of thing and when we can do about it. Lemon said I'm going to turn in a report on it. SWC Commissioner Cliff Spiegel said that the conference would investigate any complaint caused by a member school. He said SWC President James Castaneda, the faculty representative from Rice, would appoint a committee to the study of the charges. Rick Schaefer, the Arkansas Sports Information Director, said that the opponent's dressing room will be moved from the northeast corner to the northwest corner of Barnhill will be roped off and manned by ushers.
What took place in college basketball?
The new location is directly opposite the regular section of the fans who pelted Longhorns with ice, coke, and spit on Saturday.
Down there, that's the talk.
Dallas Mavericks have the night off. Tomorrow night they'll be at the Reunion Arena taking on the Washington Bullets. Both the Dallas Blackhawks and Fort Worth Texans are at home. Dallas Blackhawks will be in Wichita, while the Fort Worth Texans will be in Cincinnati.
Something was said. It triggered him. He pushed him in the chest. Then he was pulled back. He walked away. Something was exchanged.
And speaking of the Texans, the Fort Worth Texans, after receiving a transfusion of cash from the NHL Parent Club, the Colorado Rockies will finish their Central Hockey League regular season schedule and compete in the playoffs. The Texans, after some $152,000 in debt, received a specified amount of a $100,000 letter of credit. They have sent the Rockies in January after the group had been laid on a $17,500 payment to Colorado. Craig Harris, the vice president of the Tarrant County Sports Incorporated, which owns the Texans, said Monday that the Texans, who did not play scheduled games at Dallas Saturday and Nashville Sunday, will finish the season. The Rockies sent some money back on a guarantee that they will finish the season, with said Harris, who did not know the precise amount returned. They sent the money due to us. The Texans were scheduled to fight to Cincinnati Tuesday for a game against the Tigers tonight.
Listen, I'm not trying to make it.
Harris said that the disagreement with Rockies came in with the team cashing a letter of credit after missing a payment. He added that to this knowledge that Texans were on schedule with their payments to the Rockies. The government has developed that feels to be money-making programs. The programs include 2 discount ticket packages for the remainder of the season. A discount ticket plan for the games on February 12th and 13th against Dallas and Salt Lake City, and a 10-month season ticket plan that would include ticket sales for the remainder of the season and next.
He'll learn from
Harrison and Group is discouraged with its working agreement with its Rockies and plans to find a new parent club for next season, saying that Carpenter has been and has promised to provide the Texans with players for the CHL stretch run. The group is bringing on the new programs to find out how much interest there is the Texans, but with a talent on the hand record of 12-32, the worst in the league, and with help from
But that man, like his son,
Rockies and former players.
There's no way.
There's little chance for improvement in the product this season, but Harris remained confident in there is a fan interest in the Texans. We think that will be our product next year. He said we have a very, very good reaction and marketing program. We'll follow it to the hill. We plan to play next season, and we are going to have a different club. We have 4 or 5 options. We're checking in right now. The postponed games at Dallas and Nashville will be scheduled later this week at the league office.
They're going to address it.
George Weaver, Channel 8
For an
Sports.
outstanding coach in Travis Ford. And by all accounts, from Billy Donovan, who he played with in USA basketball, everybody says he's an outstanding young man.
It's a definitely black with gold trim. In white letters, it reads, Bishop Lynch, girls basketball 1975-76 TCIL champions of the state. The moment one walks into the homey red brick gymnasium and stirs mightily its guest. Just stand in the wall hangs another banner, a bit less imitated by the just as factual against a gold background. White letters shows that the domination of the squirrels in this East Dallas private school have had in the game. State champions from 76, 77, and 79. And district champs from 75 to 81. Next year, the Northern District champs will be updated and include 1982. This week, the Lady Friars will be making their 7th journey in many years to the San Antonio for the Texas Christian Interscholastic League at the Class 4A state tournament, which begins Friday at the Hemisphere Arena. Actually, that spinner came from the art department, said Coach Andy Zillman of Bishop Lynch. One of our students made it, but it's only because she graduated that year. Partly because of their home court advantage, but mainly because of their tremendous talent. The Lady Friars had a 23-5 record. Bishop Lynch had defeated such formidable public school opponents such as Duncanville, Berkner, North Mesquite, Bryan Adams, and Plano Trask. Their efforts have placed them on a number 5 in the Dallas Morning News' weekly poll. Last year, the coach had Nolan made the comment about the banners and traditions we have here and how intimidating it can be. Zillman said, I never thought of this place as Poly Pavilion. UCLA's vaunted home court, 10 NCAA champions banners and hang, but I guess that makes some of that other teams feel that way, and some of Zillman's own players feel that way. Even we play at national gyms are not the same as here, said senior co-captain Nancy Nevitt. I don't know, I guess it's just the atmosphere. Like most of the teammates, Nevitt said fighters that first substitute players good defense, and in fact that Nevitt's teammates play tough defense, extremely tough defense. I'm a firm believer in defense. Zillman said, I think that's the most important part of any basketball game, especially the basketball game. Bishop Lynch, which runs as many as 6 different presses and defense in the game, forces 13 turnovers a game, and naturally Zillman because the defense will decide the fate of the team this weekend. We also try to hold our opponent. We go on this is 235 points. Zillman said if we do that in San Antonio, we ought to win because we can score at least that much.
Really thinking about it right now, I'd make sure that somebody was going right at Dirk Nowitzki, make him expend his energy.
While his team was ripping Stanford in the first half, 48-24, Oregon State coach Ralph Miller was ripping his pants. Miller suffered a half-break. That's just happened when he sat down in the bench in the first half. At halftime, trainer Dave Loss Brubaker drew the unlikely assignment of pitching the coach's trousers because he was so slow. Miller delivered his halftime motivation speech in coat tie and knee-length socks, only knee-length. He said, let's get serious. God, Lester Connor said, how could we be serious with him? Sending layer like that, it's hard enough to keep a straight face. Miller returned to the court with pants repaired, and the team staff left it long enough to blow Stanford off the court, 111-81. For the Northern name Friday night, the last college football season has been over more than 2 months. But as our memories linger in the Bears are trying to figure why the team finished with a school's first losing record 5-6 in 18 years. All-American linebacker Bob Crable hint that wicked coach Jerry Foss, who Crable also played for at Cincinnati Miller High School, was part of the problem, but there were so many distractions, he said. Coach Foss was so busy in the dynamite that distractions so many players weren't used to. He was the same way. In high school, he was trying to do everything himself in high school. He made his own decisions, but he took advice, and I don't know when he took anyone's advice that last year. Crable, for one, did not suffer. I was embarrassed to a certain extent, he said. I was embarrassed to your pride more than anything. When you come to Notre Dame, you would want to be part of the winning position, and suddenly you come out with a losing season. The basketball players at Norfolk, West Virginia High School were in the preschool of the first grade the last time the high school lost the basketball game at home. Until last Friday night. That is, the Blue Demons lost 59-55 to Montview, snapping a home court winning streak of 67 games dating back to January 1971. The Blue Demons play about 6 home games a year, with the rest of the home games played in a large arena in nearby Bluewell.
People of Venezuela and President Maduro are once again the only oil company and the only country to answer our...
After a 5-injury riddled season, the Chicago Bulls gave up on Scott May, but Milwaukee Bucks coach John Nelson thought they made something left and picked them up. After May scored 23 points to lead the Bucks to a 107-92 victory over the Phoenix Suns Sunday. Nelson said May was an unexpected bargain. He is a much bigger and better bargain than it was thought we had bit cut up this season. Nelson said he has added so much in my club. He suggested a good all-around player. Nelson signed May primarily to fail well. Junior Bridgman was out of injuries, and then Marcus Johnson was, and because of the contractual dispute, May has scored 80 points in the last 4 games, mainly from outside. With else, May, I say, I've been in the right place at the right time. May said, When I get going up, and I just put it up. I'm right, thankful for the chance to play.
The 2014 IS 250 for $349 a month for 27 months.
Roosevelt's boys team and the South Oak Cliff girls team have both survived district scares remain number 1 in adults morning news class 5A
In the building.
area rankings. Roosevelt net ranks Samuel 6-3, 6-1 in district 11 5A to keep the top spot in the boys poll. The only measured top 10 casualty was Dunkville, which lost to Trinity, falling from the 3rd to 7th. Caught in the first half championship in 12. 5A
Larry Bird. Now
jumped to 4, while South Oak Cliff losing 2 straight district games fell from the top 10. In class 4A, Watkowski remained in a number 1 spot despite an upset loss in Lancaster. The Indians bounced the loss with a win over ranked Mansfield, which fell from the top 10. In girls' top 10, every team held the position from the week previous. Alvo SOC got its biggest district scare for the season, injured 4th ranked Spurs 66 to 59.
we're just trying to play.
Race driver Bobby Yancer won May's Indianapolis 500 Tri Speedway. We'll see if this year's Bon End of the Year award. The Bon End Club Dallas said Monday. Yancer was chosen the award after crossing finish line, first being disqualified and then reinstated as winner by a courtroom 7 months later.
The guy who played with Bird.
Yancer received the award at
In Dirks. How do you
noon luncheon Friday at the Lakewood Country Club. The club each year singles out a person and group that has committed an act of participating in an event deemed a club to advise a monumental group. Past Bon End of the Year's winners include former President Richard Nixon, Texas A&M University, and last year's winners millionaire Silver Brokers Nelson Bunker Hunt and William Herbert Hunt.
Would be good for him.
In Helsingborg, Sweden, Brian Borg, who recently picked up tennis racket for the first time in 3 months, said Monday that he might not play in Wimbledon this summer.
There are a lot of
Borg, who won 5 straight Wimbledon singles titles before he
the biggest.
lost to John McEnroe in a 1981 final, said he expected to be in shape for the first Grand Prix tournament of the year at Monte Carlo in April. He was not. However, decided not whether or not to enter the most prestigious tournament in tennis. Maybe I'll enter the competition, maybe not, said 25-year-old Swedish tennis star said. Borg planned to enter only 7 Grand Prix tournaments this year, but that's would have to enter the qualifying tournament, only have the chance to play at Wimbledon. He just kind of say everything it was that. Based on his indecision about Wimbledon is a long way up. Right now, I don't have it at all play.
A Chevrolet Sportsnet Central update with
New York Billy Olsen, who has broken the world indoor best in the pole vault this season, has become the first athlete to surpass the 100-point
Show is brought to you in part.
mark in the 1982 USA Mobile Indoor Track and Field Grand Prix. Olsen increased the total to 110 points by winning the vault with a world indoor best of 18 feet 9 1/4 inches Saturday night in Portland Federal Mason Discipline Games in Louisville, Kentucky. First broke the indoor mark by clearing the 18 3/4 turn train after the Toronto Star Maple Leaf Games. District
The concerts, the theater. We can find
runner Mary Decker is a Boyman's leader in the Grand Prix with 80 points. Renato Nehemiah runner-up in also among the men with 70 points, and jumper Debbie Brills is second among the women also with 70.
Seconds. The Comcast Business are
All right.
fast. Up to 5 times faster than slow DSL from the phone company. And our phone's better too.
Troy Duncan will have the weather after this commercial break here on First News.
Internet for free. Time to make the call.
Stay tuned.
6000. Comcast Business. Built for business.
Together we will stand. Every boy, girl, and
Please begin meat sauce dinner. Buy one regular price of $6.5, having your guest get one free at Caruso's, home of the original Singing Raiders. 69199. 11 at 706 down Circle Skillman and Northwest Highway in Dallas.
fact. The 100% electric Nissan Leaf is more fun than ever. Sees better. Charges faster. And will charge, cool, and heat from your phone. Fact. Leaf never needs gas. Ever. Good for the world. Built in America. Now, Leaf's an easier choice than ever. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Eric Freed with a Chevrolet.
Okay.
Update more so.
Weather now, here now, Troy Duncan.
As the league closes.
Okay, thank you, John, and
5 Bruins representing 5.
Midge right now, our current conditions
Back
at
to work and play the Sabres February 26th. They'll do so.
DFW Airport at 4:55, approaching the 5 o'clock hour here in
So Claude Julien.
the Big D. Temperature is
There's only one team in our conference.
Right now on this February 9th, 1982, we got a temperature of
Again,
34 degrees with
during
a
the regular season,
wind chill about 24 degrees, the dew point's 21, the humidity 59%, around 35 inches, visibly 50 miles, winds north about 15, condition most skies.
they've dropped a little bit, so I just want
Around the region.
And here's a favor for you, Kyle Draper. It's Sunday, so I'll take care of the Rondo rumor of the week.
We got a
Get it out of the way early. USA Today reporting today.
34 reading down in Fort Worth and a 35 reading at Dallas Love.
And pair him with
It's 33 out in Tyler, 31 out in Abilene, 36 out in Odessa, 39 at Lubbock, 21 out in Amarillo, 52 out in El Paso, 43 out in
Chevrolet Sportsnet Central.
Albuquerque, 37 in Santa Fe, 24 out in
With Rihanna.
Tulsa, 24 in Oklahoma City, 21 in Tulsa. It's 40 in Waco, 46 out in Austin, 49 in San Antonio, 62 out in
Jack Doles
Laredo, 67 in Brownsville, 58 out in
downhill medal. We'll see you again later tonight.
Corpus Christi, 51 in Houston, 53 in New Orleans, 45 in Baton Rouge, 39 in Shreveport, Louisiana, and 33 out in
Getting up some shots
Little Rock, Arkansas.
from Celtics, Mavs out at the TD Garden. All right, Coach, time for
Weather-wise by the nation today. Snow fell from New England, extending to parts of New York, Pennsylvania, and Ohio, and showers on the Atlantic coast from New Jersey to the northern parts of Florida.
Dallas in the recent
It was cold for much of the Midwest, mild in the Southwest, and flurries from Nevada down for western Utah and down for northwestern Arizona down for southern Oregon. There. Okay, forecast for Dallas and vicinity will go like this.
nice job in day one player.
Cloudy and colder with a slight chance of freeze and drizzle early Tuesday, then becoming part cloudy and warmer Wednesday, high to in the mid-30s, and Wednesday near 40 degrees, and low in the mid-20s.
Gaining confidence, but
And sunset Monday about 6:06 p.m. in about
man, because 24 shots in the last game, he goes against
6 minutes there from now, and sunrise will be about 7:16 a.m. tomorrow morning. Moonrise 7:48 p.m. on Tuesday, and moon set Wednesday 8:22 a.m. The moon is 99.3% visible in the full phase. Closing index 52, pollen count about 504. High temperature 43, low temperature 31. Record high 85 to 96.2 and 2 and 93. That's it for the weather.
here, Jeff Goodman of ESPN.
And that is going to be it for the first news at 4:30 on this February 9th, 1982 on a Tuesday. I'm Mitch Chilson, John Chris Wilson. Have a good day. I'm coming in next. Will be News 85 with Tracy and Iola and Troy and Vern in the gang. Have a good evening. See you tomorrow. Coming up next week, Chili News at 5.
Him as well.
News 8 at 5.